Hi, Dr. Bobby Stanley here with Stanley Institute. I want to talk to you about case acceptance and how to get our patients to say yes. Mainly, today we're going to talk about Invisalign treatment. Now, we know as dentists that our number one goal is to get our patients healthier. It's all about the health of the mouth and it's all about the health of the body. So how does Invisalign come into play? Well, when we align our patients' teeth, we know that functionally the bite is stronger and the teeth will last longer. We also know that if we align the teeth and derotate the teeth, the patients can clean their teeth better. So oftentimes I tell patients that I want you to derotate your teeth now so that you have the ability to clean your teeth for the long goal, because as we get older, we lose dexterity in our hands, and so cleaning is not as easy. And if those teeth are rotated in our older years, when we don't have good dexterity, then we're not able to clean those teeth as easily. And not cleaning our teeth can lead to periodontal disease, which affects our overall health and can lead to tooth loss. So why not derotate those teeth now while you're young, you're healthy, and you have the means, as opposed to waiting until later in life when it becomes a crucial health issue. Helping our patients get healthier is our number one goal. We can do this by helping them say yes to Invisalign treatment. I want to talk about 3 ways that our patients can get to a yes. 1 is marketing, 2 is the new patient experience, and 3 is involving our team. I want to start with the marketing plan. The marketing plan is so important, and it's most important that we understand that marketing is educating. It's not selling, it's educating our patients on what's available. There are many ways to market. There's internal marketing and external marketing. External is all the fun things like Google and website and television and magazine and social media. That's the fun stuff. It's also the expensive stuff because you have to pay for all that. Internal marketing is a little bit different. Internal marketing is a lot easier because we already have raving fans. People who love us. They're in our office. They see what we do. Digital marketing is the rage these days. There's social media, there's internet, there's digital advertising. So we have to start there. Although this is external marketing and although this is a more expensive type of marketing, it's where people go to. In the old days, people used to ask their neighbors, who's the best dentist? Who should I go to for Invisalign? Today, they just go online and they look, and you have to be present online. How can we be present online? Well, first of all, when people are searching for Invisalign or they're searching for clear braces, you need to make sure that your office is on the front page. I often tell people that the best place to bury a dead body is on page 2 of Google because nobody goes there. Nobody's going to go to page 2 to look for a doctor for Invisalign or clear braces. They're going to look on the first page. You have to make sure that your website is on page 1. Then you need to make sure your website has a lot of information for patients. Patients want to be informed, and they're going to go to your website, and if they're not informed, if they're not educated, they will move on to the next website. How do we educate them? We have a specific page for braces. We have a specific page for Invisalign because that's what people are looking for. And you want to have information there, and you want to have questions and answers there. Now, how do you come up with those questions and answers? You come up with those questions and answers by the questions that people ask you when they come in for a consultation about Invisalign. When your patients ask you about Invisalign, what questions are they asking? Write those down. Those are what you want to put on your website. And make sure they're there because the goal is to answer all those questions on the website so when the patients come into your office, they're ready to say yes. We also need to make sure that we have great Google reviews. People look for the positive reviews. They want reassurance that you're the doctor for them. And the only way you can get those reviews is to ask for them. Sure, there are some patients who love you enough who will stop their busy daily life to give you a great review, but more likely, the few patients that you have who are unhappy with you will give you the reviews. So we want the people who love you to give you the reviews. How do you do that? You ask them. What's the best way to get a Google review? Here's a little secret. It must be done in the office. So when the patient is in the office, ask them, Mrs. Jones, how was your visit today? And Mrs. Jones says, it was great. Wonderful. Would you mind giving us a Google review? No, I don't mind at all. Would you mind pulling out your phone right now and do that review right now? It's so simple. All you have to do is go to your Google Maps, type in our office name, and right there you can give your Google review. 2 things. The patient must have a Gmail account, and honestly, most people have a Gmail account these days. If they don't, great, we'll take a Yelp review. We want a review. We want something positive. Also, they cannot be on your office network. They need to be on their cellular service because Google is smart and they know if you have a lot of reviews coming from inside your office, then they know that you're probably nudging patients. We're not nudging patients. We're not rewarding patients. We're simply asking. When the patients are in Google Maps and they put in your office name, all they have to do is move down to the review section, hit 5 stars, and type in how much they love you. And it's so simple to do. You need to train your team members to do this. A great way to do this is for your hygienist at the end of the day to say, how was your visit today? And when your patient responds in a positive way, then ask for the review and allow the patient time to give that review. Oftentimes, I'll walk into hygiene to give a hygiene exam at the end of a visit, and a patient may be on their phone, and I immediately look to my hygienist because I want to know if they're leaving a review. If they are, I'm going to give them a few minutes to finish their review because I want them to be able to say what they want to say without my interference. Then when they're done, I'll go in, and my hygienist will say, Mrs. Jones left us a review today. And I'll say, oh my gosh, Mrs. Jones, thank you so much. I'm so grateful. We love patients like you. As a matter of fact, if you have more patients like yourself or friends like yourself, would you please send them into our office because we just love having patients like you. So I've gotten a review and I've gotten a referral just from one positive comment. Other things that you could say is when a patient gives you a positive response. For instance, if a young patient says, I really enjoyed my whitening. Wow, look at these results. This is great. You could say, Tommy, would you mind putting that on Google for us and writing a Google review? We're trying to build our online reputation, or we're trying to build the number of Google reviews that we're getting, or we're trying to get to 1,000 Google reviews by X amount of time. I mean, patients want to do things for you because they love you, especially your team members. So tell your team members, ask your patients, and you can even say, your hygienist could say, Tommy, would you do a review for us and put my name in there, put Susan, because I love it when people do a Google review and they talk about me. And Tommy will say, yes, Susan, I've been coming here for all these years. You've been taking care of me. I'm happy to do that for you. We also need to think about YouTube, and this is something that dentists don't often think about. But do you know that YouTube is the #1 search engine on the internet? More people look for education and information on YouTube than anywhere else. So if you don't have a YouTube channel, you really need to do that. And I would advise you to sit down in front of a camera as I am right now, have someone hold up an iPhone or a camera and just say, I want to talk to you today about Invisalign. And you can have the models and you can say, it's a clear plastic tray. We use it to straighten teeth. It's so simple. It goes in your mouth. It comes out when you eat. You don't have to wear it very long. It's non-invasive in your lifestyle. People want to see and they want to be educated. And it's that simple to make a YouTube video. You can also empower your team members. If you have an assistant that helps you with Invisalign, ask that assistant to make the YouTube video with you or for you. Especially young people. Young people love to do things on the internet. Allow them to do that. So there are many ways to let your patients know that you provide Invisalign and that you're the dentist that they should come to. In our next video, we're going to talk about how to wow your patients, and part of that will be about internal marketing. So please visit the next video.